Hey everybody, welcome back to our channel. This video shows us leaving Bali's Denpasar Ngurai International Airport. We actually took this trip at time of editing this, actually yesterday on the 2nd of January. We got a taxi using the Grab app from our hotel in Kuta to Bali Airport right here, which dropped us off outside the terminal. Literally cost about $5 to $10. Very easy, very quick. Drops you off outside. It's a long bit of a walk up the hill. There is a like a travel escalator to the side if you do need assistance coming up. Bali's airport, look, with all the airports around the world, and if you travel a lot, Bali Airport's pretty easy to navigate. So I hope you enjoy this video, seeing the process, where to go, what's in here as well, what's there in Bali's airport. Even before you get into the check-in, past security, to get into the airport, out the front, there is a lot of shopping. There is places to sit down, have something to eat. If you've arrived early, before even your check-in counter is opened, you can come in and get something to eat out here. Just be warned, this side and airside, food is expensive at Denpasar's airport. So for us, we had to go to check-in counters E. Now, E was a hike. We had to walk quite a bit. But after 45 minutes of waiting and queuing up, we then passed on through, like every airport, you got to walk through the duty-free stores first. So as you speed walk through and holding little Henry's hand so he doesn't touch and want to buy everything, we're coming through duty-free. It's like every airport around the world. You got your duty-free, your souvenirs. Never really stopped to check out the prices of the duty-free at Denpasar. We did buy a bottle of alcohol, leaving bottle of vodka, which was about $40, so it wasn't too bad. You can get all the same stuff, massive big bars of Toblerone. There's lots of information boards around though, so don't panic. You'll always know which gate you're going to. Even ours changed from check-in. We were told gate 6. Then we went to gate 6 and we found that was a flight to Singapore. So we found the nearest board and discovered, yep, we just had to keep on walking, go to gate 9. So Bali Airport also has all the high brand shops as well. They've done a bit of a makeover in the last few trips since we've been there, and they've gotten all these now high brand shops. You walk past all these high brand shops here and you'll eventually come up to, on the left hand side, there'll be a money changer if you don't have enough Indonesian, or if you want to get rid of your Indonesian at the airport, though the rate was a lot lower than what you'll find in Kuta or other areas of Bali. Now up top is also your lounges. Never been in, but I know you can pre-book and to get access to the lounge. There's bars, cafe on the left, which is okay. There was a noodle place, which we didn't look at, but we just kept on walking through because we'd been there earlier in the year, in 6 months before, in May, and then in October of last year as well. So we knew that there was a lot more eating options since COVID. After COVID, that opened up a lot more cafes and restaurants like these ones on the left hand side. It was very, very popular, and you have a lot of cafes on the left and shops if you haven't bought enough already whilst you've been in Bali. So if you are looking for something to eat before you hit your flight, look, if you are wanting to eat at the airport, be prepared to pay. It is a lot more expensive. We went over and ate over here on the right hand side at Madai's Warung, the same as the one that was in Kuta, and to be honest, the prices I think were literally double. It was good to get that one last taste, But to be honest, we should have done what we'd always done, and that's eat before we get to the airport. So now you've gone past and you've had something to eat before you jump on board your flight home, wherever you're heading to around the world. And as you go around the corner, there's more cafes as you're on the gate side with all the gates. It's a pretty easy terminal, realistically. It's just straight up and down. You can't really get lost. Gate 1, all the way behind us, all the way to the end of gate 9, towards the end. There's, on the right-hand side, there's a burger restaurant here. Burgers, fries, pizzas, all that stuff. It's pretty good. We went there last year for something to eat before we stopped and came home. Once again, as I said, there's lots of information boards everywhere along this airport. So look, if this is your first time leaving, your first time traveling, you've never left a country to come back to Australia or to go back anywhere else in the world before, there's lots of information. Always check the information boards, because at any time, any moment, your flight can change a gate. You don't want to be sitting at the gate thinking you've got plenty of time, lovely, and then next thing, oh look, they're calling your name and you've got to run all the way down the other end of the airport. Now they do have travel escalators, or travel, whatever you call those things, on the right hand side there, which I decided the last moment to go jump on, just so I can do a bit of plane spotting over here. Because there was a Jetstar and a Turkish Airlines plane sitting at the gate heading back to Istanbul. Now, being from Australia and Sydney, we don't get to see Turkish Airlines very, very often. So it was a pretty rare sight to actually get to see one of these up close. Now, Henry was having fun riding on the escalator, and he was so excited to get home. To say, after 12 days in Bali of doing nothing but swimming,
this one's going to Istanbul,
and eating food, I think the little bloke just wanted to get back to his home and get back to his own bed and see his puppies. So as we're walking along, there are places to buy drinks on the left-hand side. There's duty free, which if you buy duty free on the left hand side on any of those places, they'll actually take it to the gate for you to collect. And just to be warned, on some flights, especially flights coming back to Australia, if you buy any drinks, bottles of water, cans of Coke, etc., juice, you aren't allowed to take them on board. They will actually stop you at the gate. There's like a pre-screening. Now, bathrooms and toilets, there's lots of these as well. There were signs on the doors and the gates. They're at least a 4-minute walk apart, so there's not far to go. They're halfway between all the gates. So like I said earlier, we were at gate 9, so we had a nice little walk all the way to the end of the terminal, right down the end here. It was okay. It was not, our flight leaving Bali on the 2nd was at 9:15. The check-in was pretty busy. It took, like I said, 45 minutes. Then we went over and walked through security, immigration. Took probably about half an hour to get through that. It wasn't too busy. And then we went over and had something to eat. So by the time we had something to eat and then we walked through, literally we had our bags pre-checked again, and then it was just straight on to walking down the air bridge and getting onto the plane. So it was a pretty quick process. After all, it's amazing how quickly those couple of hours will go. But if you haven't had enough of hard rock or you're wanting any more merchandise, that's on the right hand side as well. So there's lots of stuff, as you can see, lots of places of outlets. You got any Indonesian money left, go in there, spend it up, use it, get rid of it, unless you've got another trip coming and you want to use it in future for your taxi home. So here we are again with another air bridge, or not air bridge, one of these walkways. If you just want to stand there, some random little girl's just enjoying her little ice cream, sitting down there. Don't know who she belonged to, but oh well, we had a plane to catch. So Henry was freaking out that I wasn't walking and I was just standing there enjoying being lazy for 2 minutes. So last gift shop on the right hand side, and gate 9A, Batik Airlines flight to Sydney. Walking down the air bridge. Even though we were getting this one to come home, they're always great to walk on, don't you agree? Henry was getting excited because all he wanted to do now was get home, and he knew coming home was getting very, very close. Again, the flight coming home on Batik Airways was full. It was completely full. It was great. No incidents, nothing happened, nothing to write home about. It's a budget carrier, as you can see in one of my previous videos. You buy meals on demand to take your own entertainment, things like that. But this flight left it, we were about 20 to 30 minutes late, so we left it just after 9:30, 6 hours, and got back into Sydney at like 6 a.m. Here we are, and then you get back onto boarding the plane. Who else has to do this? Give the plane a little touch. Well, I hope everybody enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up to help the algorithm promote the video. And if you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.